Hey guys, welcome back to KB Finance. I'm your host Keyshawn Brown here. I hope you guys enjoyed your spring break. I hope you guys enjoyed the weekend and the holidays, St. Patrick's Day. Today in this video, I'm going to go over what I suggest are the top 3 things you should do as soon as you turn 18 in order to jumpstart your financial independence journey. Um, the reason I suggest these things is because it makes it so much easier. You have access to your own money and you can make money at the same time. Um, it's not going to make you a millionaire overnight or make you financially independent as soon as you start, but starting early, like my motto is starting early is better, is the best. So the first thing I suggest as soon as you turn 18, get your own bank account. Please get your own bank account. I know some of you guys probably have a joint bank account with you, probably your mom or dad or grandma or granddad or somebody like that. But as soon as you turn 18, you need to take them. Guys need to go to the bank. You need to get them off that bank account or just open up you a brand new bank account all on your own. I mean, you can name them your beneficiary or whatever, but you want your bank account for you only. You're the only person to get access to that bank account. Why do I say do this? Because number one, you're the only person who has access to your money. Number two, you can access it through mobile banking. That way you can see how much money you have, when and wherever. Number three, you can get a debit card now. Now you have the power to spend your money whenever you want to. And this is going to lead into the other steps that I'm going to talk about later on in the video. But your debit card, that's probably the most important because now you have your money. Now you have buying power. And even if you want, you can get a secured credit card. That way you can, secure credit card, basically you have money on the credit card or money in your bank, and as soon as you swipe, it pays it back, so you're able to build your credit and pay off your bill as soon as possible. So those are some perks of having your own bank account. And another perk is that you just have a little bit more independence, um, and you have a lot more discreet. Your parents aren't looking at how much you have, unless they just open up your bank statement, which they shouldn't, but parents still do that. But yeah, make sure you have your own bank account. That's a big must have, because that's how we're going to go into the other parts of the video. So number one, own bank account. Number two is to get a job, get a source of income. Get a part-time job, over the summer, get a full-time job. But when you turn 18, this is the start. You want to do everything you possibly can in order to have a smooth financial journey, or to have a smooth financial journey as possible, because you're still going to have bumps in the road. So get your bank account and then get you a job. Try to make at least $1,500 a month. That's not hard to do. When you turn 18, in this case, you're graduating from high school. You're probably going to go to college, or just go straight to the workforce. If you're going straight to the workforce, this is perfect for you. Just go ahead, get you a job. You're probably going to a community college or doing college online, or you probably just said, I'm done with school, I'm going to do this, get a trade or something, and you're working straight out of high school. This is perfect for you. You just go ahead, I got a job living with my parents, save money up, invest in my money, all this and that, tit for tat, and you're good. If you're in college or you're going to university and you're still going to school, what I suggest you do is try to do a work study, or whatever money you get from your family, save it, invest it. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what's going to go into the third step. We're not on the third step yet, or the third tip, but we're not there yet. So this whole part is basically, okay, you got your bank account. Good. That's step number one. Step number two, you get you a source of income. That way, the money you make from your source of income goes into your bank account. You have access, you have control over that money. It's not just, my mom has control, my dad has control, my granddad has control. You are the only person who has control of that money. Now it's time for you to be responsible. So you have your money. You're making money. Now time for number three. Tip number three. What I suggest you do is to open up a brokerage account. What's a brokerage account? A brokerage account is something where you can start trading stocks, start investing. Now you're at the age of 18 to where you can do a lot of things. When you're 17, 16, you can't do that unless you have what? Your parents' information. You have to have your parents' information to do that stuff. Open up your own brokerage account. It's yours. It's legally yours. No one else is entitled to any profits, any losses that you have. It's all yours. So open up a brokerage account. You can use Webull, Acorns. I personally use Public. I mean, I tried Webull. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just more easier and simple for me to use Public. You put the money in, and you click, you buy, and it does whatever it do. Every brokerage app has different perks and different, app, things inside the app that's different. Like I think Webull have a certain APR. They have a bank account for you that you can put your money in. There's a lot of ways on brokerage accounts. There's different ways to make money on different brokerage accounts. For instance, you have treasury bills, you have stocks, royalties. That's one of the things I'm going in with Public is you can buy shares of Shrek, which is crazy. And I actually bought shares of Shrek and it went up. I made $15 from that. Not too bad. And I got a game. So so now that I explain them all individually, I'm gonna put these all in order to create a scenario for you. Okay, say I'm 18. I just graduated. I'm not college, but high school, or I'm about to graduate high school. Okay, I'm 18. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and open up a bank account. I personally use PNC, and when I say bank account, and I forgot to add that, I don't mean just have it in a cash app, have it, just having money. I'm talking about having it in PNC, Truist, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, a well-established bank. Because you can have cash, but you can only do so much with cash. It's better to have that debit card because digital currency is powerful. You can do anything with digital currency. With hard currency, you can only do so much. That's why a lot of places don't take cash because they realize, oh, you can only do so much with cash. I mean, cash is still good. I'd take cash, but me personally, I would just rather have the digital currency. And having that bank account and having it in a trusted bank, you have access to digital currency. So that's another point I wanted to point out when it comes to bank accounts. But have your money in a trusted bank because you want to have FICA. I don't know if Cash App has that protection when it's protected up to $250,000 for a majority of banks. Yeah, that's about majority of banks. Unless you have like a private bank, they insure up to millions. I don't have that. I don't know about you. If you do, great. But make sure that the bank that you're with has protection. And that's why I say go with a well-trusted bank because you want to make sure if anything happens to your money, credit fraud, anything of that matter, your money is insured up to $250,000. But I'm going back. I'm 18. I'll open up a bank. Let's just say I go with PNC because that's my bank. I go with PNC. Okay, I'm with PNC. I got my debit card. Okay, but I don't have any money. So what do I do now? I get a job. Okay, I get a job. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a scenario when I'm in college and when I'm not in college. This scenario is gonna be when I'm not in college. Okay, so I'm not in college. I just started a new job, making around $3,500 a month. Okay, I'm doing good. I'm getting money in my bank. So now it's time. I open up a brokerage account. I start investing. This is when it comes down to you being responsible. This is when you start to okay. How much do I want to put in my investment? Okay, $1,000 a month. Okay, good. I'm still living with my parents. So I don't have to spend that much money on rent, utilities. I might help out with a bill or two here, but I'm investing $1,000 a month for the next year, maybe 2 years, until I move out of my parents' house and get a better job. So that's just a quick little scenario for someone who just graduated, decided not to go to college or further their education, or they got a trade, and they're just quick track to it, and they just started building up sooner than someone who's in college, or they build up more than someone who's in college. Now, someone who's in college, okay, I graduated, got my own big account. I worked a little bit over summer to get money for when I go to college. Oh yeah, I worked a little bit over summer. I put some money in the bank account. I had to pay for school a little bit, so I don't have that much. But I still got around 2 bands, so I'm gonna put that around. So I'm gonna put around about $500 in stocks. Actually, I will put 1,000 in stocks, because I get a refund check. You see, I get a refund check from my college for the money that I don't use. Let's say the refund check is around $750, because that's how much mine was. I got around $750. Okay, I got $750 now. Me personally, I'm just taking half of it and putting it in stocks, and I'm gonna save the other half for me. So so I'm good. Okay. Oh, my mom sent me $100, $50 going into stocks. So basically, when it comes to college, and the same thing, the similarities between the two of a working person and someone who's in college, the thing is, they both have expenses, but they don't have to pay. They both don't have to pay rent, because once they're with parents, they may have to pay utilities, or they may have to chip in, of course. And one is in college, but the same thing applies for college. You still got to pay your tuition, your housing, and board. So that's how they both, are kind of similar. I mean, and if you think about it, depending on where you go, and how much you're spending on college, they basically equal out to be, if not the same, not that much of a difference. So, in college, this is exactly what I do. I literally take half of whatever I get, because I'm not an expensive person. I don't go out to parties. I don't do drink or anything. So I don't spend money on weed, cigarettes, liquor, anything like that. So I save a lot of money, and I don't eat out that much. So a lot of my money, 50% goes to stocks, and I save the other. I save around, out of the other. Okay, so 50% goes to stocks, and that other 50%, around, say I have $300 left, 200 is going to go to savings, because that's just me, and I keep 100 out. If I want to get something to eat, and if I do decide to go out, I got money to go out, and if I do decide to just buy me something nice, I do that. So that's the part of having now you started making money, and I gave you a scenario in college, and you're not in college. So that's that. Okay, now we're starting to investing. Okay, like I said, half of the money I make goes into investing. So you're a college student, half of the money you make goes to investing, because you don't have that many expenses. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a work study student, your tuition has to be paid for to even become a work study student. So if your tuition is paid for and you're making, $300, $400 every 2 weeks, half of that money needs to go to stocks. So that means $400 a month. If you make $800 every month, or $400 every 2 weeks, $800 needs to go to your stock portfolio. That's mandatory if you want to become financially independent quicker. And if you're investing $100, every month from the time you're 18, by the time, and I went over this in the last video, by the time you're 23, get ready to graduate, you're going to have at least $7,000 in stocks already started, and you're 23, and now you're going to enter the workforce with a degree. And me, I'm in nursing, so when I graduate and start working, I'm going to make at least $60,000 to $70,000 a year. So I'm going to be able to invest a lot more. So, and for people who's not working, who's not working, but who's not going to school either, you're living with your parents, you don't have that many expenses, and you're making a lot more money than someone who's in college. So the money that you're making, like I said, you can easily start investing $500 to $1,000 a month, depending on how much you make. If you get a job and you're making $3 grand a month, perfect. Invest $1,000 a month. Start early, because you don't have that many expenses. And once you get older and you have to pay for your own rent, you have to pay your own bills, car payments, car insurance, renter's insurance, food and all that stuff, you're not going to be able to invest that much, because you have to spend a lot more money unless you increase your income. And that's the only way I can really see you being able to invest a lot more money, is if you increase your income. So right now, as someone who just started working, then decided to not go to school, and you enter the workforce, you're still living with parents, right now is the perfect time for you to start investing large amounts of money. If you start now, man, by the end of the year, you could have at least $8,000 in investments. And by the next 2 years, you can have at least $16,000 to maybe $20,000. You know what I'm saying? But you just have to have that financial responsibility, and you have to be disciplined. You can't be, I know you want to go party, but trust me, it's worth it to just invest your money and do smart things with it. Same thing with college students. Like I said, you're a college student. I know you get your refund check, you want to have fun, but make sure half of that goes to your stocks, just like I do. The other half goes to savings, and around 10%, or not 10%, but probably around 50% of that other half goes to me having fun, me just having fun. I might go out with some friends, might give me something to eat. That's just my own fun money. But that's the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope these tips is going to help you if you're young, if you're not, if you're just starting your own financial journey, depending on what age you are. I hope it helped. But like I said, if you have any questions, leave a comment. If you're new, subscribe. If you're not new, just leave a like and share. Other than that, have a nice day.